Welcome to Borderline Relevant, a podcast by Borderline Tactical. My name's Ash. We have today with us Az.
Hey.
Fanny.
Hello.
And our first time guest, Azza.
There you go.
So, we have got a couple of topics for today. We've got a TAC review of the last couple of TACs that we've done, which would be Dam, and I think Operation Blasterman. And then we're going to have a little chat about a topic that Spanny brought up some weeks back, we never really discussed, just whilst chatting about armor personalities. First of all, Azza, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Azza276 is my handle that I use on most sites. I've been playing armor since pretty much Armor 3. I have dabbled in some of the older armor stuff, but yeah, I've never really got into the multiplayer stuff. I'm not a big online multiplayer guy, only due to not having internet access when I was in the regular army. But I have been lately. In BTAC, I do a bit of everything, but I like being a machine gunner. I've made a few missions in the past. Done a few missions in the past. I've built a few. Haven't done that lately, mainly due to family commitments and stuff like that. So I'm a bit time poor in that regard. And I've also just started making some videos.
He's also been helping out with the TTPs quite a bit.
Yes.
Covering for me and filling in what I miss. That's been pretty helpful.
I'll put a link to Azza's channel in the description, as we do for everything.
Awesome.
With your actual real-world experience, you have proven to be quite useful in telling us what the hell we're doing wrong.
Yeah, I've always got to try and remember the difference between realism and milsim.
So, at your place, and you've joined us today to have a little bit of a natter about, I suppose, the armor personalities. Before we go on to a TAC review, we'll just give a shout out, because I think we forgot to do this last time. If anybody is listening and they would like to have any input or give us some feedback, preferably polite and at least gentle, you can get hold of us on borderlinerelevant@gmail.com. If you can't spell relevant, you won't be able to get in touch.
I can't spell it. It's okay.
Yeah.
If you send the YouTube videos and like the first day they go up, I spelled it wrong 3 times.
Nicely done. Or you can visit us on the borderlinetactical.com.au forums. So have a visit to there. So, TAC review. The two different ones were Damned Dam, which was on map. That was Zagabad, yes?
Yep.
And I believe Spanny was responsible for this one.
Should I? Alright, so Damned Dam. If you're familiar with Zagabad, there's I think it's called Pash-e-Shur Dam at the southwestern part of the map. Quickly put up a facility next to that and just had them take it, pretty much.
It was a very nice facility.
It was good.
Very well set up.
Excellent footage from that mission.
Yeah. There were some cool cinematic moments to it. Especially
I was
running across
unconscious
the
for
dam.
half of it.
I'll
Yeah.
keep my link list ready, so I can just link stuff.
I think Azza had some pretty bad luck on it though.
Yeah, I was unconscious for half of it.
Oh god, poor Azza. We ran out of
But
blood bags.
in the vein of realism, he didn't just respawn, no. He stayed there and he played unconscious well.
Yep. And cried out every time I woke up for the
Yeah,
few
we
moments.
kept checking on you. That was one where I got to play medic. That was, me being an example. If somebody goes down, I take squad lead when I'm the medic, regardless
the one
if
where-
the squad lead's still alive or not.
That was when everyone got hit in the left arm.
Yes, everybody got hit in the left arm multiple times. I ran out of left arm bandages.
Do you reckon it's because everyone in arm is right-handed?
Yeah, it was that.
Assume that. Yeah, you get very power hungry when you're medic, and I'm beginning to wonder whether if there isn't anyone being shot, you're just going to quickly tap someone in the leg so that you can take over.
Actually, speaking about the last 2 missions, obviously I'm going to toot my own horn here. I took a fucking awesome AT shot and took out a BTR, and then Kurt in Blasterman took an RPG shot at like 400 plus meters and hit that thing right on the roof.
Yeah,
Took
good
out,
shots.
what was it? Was that another BTR?
Oh, the Shilka, wasn't it?
Shilka. That was the one. That was a good shot.
Yes, and we did notice that everybody was watching Kurt take that awesome shot rather than possibly watching the flanks, with the exception of Azza.
Well, we gotta watch it because me, Azza, and Ursh, we all filmed, so.
That shot was probably the most competent thing we did that night.
Yeah.
The way things went afterwards.
Everything went downhill from there.
Well, yeah, jumping away from Dam Dam, which I think was quite interesting, and there was many rounds fired, so I'm always happy. The Blasterman one was almost a total party wipe, and I believe it was only Azza and myself who managed to save it.
That was correct.
We're the only two to survive the entire mission.
There were many of us went out. And I have no idea how we managed.
That night we also had a guest, Imperator from Task Force Dingo. Good bunch of guys, should give them a shout out.
I saw him die in front of me.
Yeah, we would have probably had 3 out, except his connection went a bit squiffy.
Yes.
It's always got something to do with playing armor in Australia. Something to watch out for.
Yeah. I know the American guys can come join us because we get good ping on our servers. So if you're listening to this from across the world, because I know some of the blokes I chat to in Britain listen to this.
Hello, chaps.
Yeah.
What? Tell you how. Nice to speak to the old folks.
Oh god, Ursh, can you speak what is it? Is it rhyming English?
Cockney rhyming slang.
That's
Up the apples and pears.
Yeah.
Plates and meat hurt.
But yeah, when one of our mates in America, their server went down, they come and played with us. But they get good pings to our server, so everything runs nicely. So don't be afraid to come join us.
I'm very jealous of them though.
Yeah.
I get NBN in maybe half a month if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
October. Ooh.
NBN is good.
Non-Australians, the NBN is the
National Broadband Network.
Pretty much, yeah. But it's the best we got, so.
The single largest leap forward in communications technology Australia's seen for a very long time that the present government attempted to kick in the face while it was
no. We went from rocks to telephone wires.
Yeah, it's two people shining a torch in their eyes now to communicate.
They're heading towards 2 cans on the end of a piece of string, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, we got to peg a letter onto the washing line and spin it round to your neighbour.
Yeah.
Alright, I just got the show notes up, so now I actually know what we're talking about.
So you can tell us, were there any tales of bravery or any MVPs that we should mention?
Well, I get the MVP for what was it?
You're always
Dan, 'cause
MVP.
I was the medic. Well, I play the roles that are MVP worthy. I got the one for Matt team, and then I got another one. I can't remember what that one was for. Was it? Damn was the one after we played Matt team, wasn't it?
That was the second one I made.
We played one in between. I think Pope was in charge. Pope made it.
I
don't know, but either way, I've gotten 3 MVPs so far.
Not that it's competitive or anything.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not counting at all.
No, not at all.
Oh. I've asked to say that there were a couple of good ones, and we've just had a little mini tack. But we can have a chat about that next time. So,
also, is it worth me putting timestamps in?
Maybe.
Actually, you know what? If you people want timestamps, you can email Spanny, and then I'll put timestamps in.
Make use.
I don't actually know
borderlinerelevant@gmail.com.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
You want something? You tell me to do it.
Subscribe to my Patreon, and I'll get it right onto you.
Stop boring it.
This is also the night we say farewell to AGM.
Yes.
So long. Farewell.
Thank
Yep,
you to Nick from the Ep3 guys who wrote up the ACE stuff that goes into our framework.
So thank yous all around. So doesn't feel like a departure because we're going back to the AGM crew in the ACE mod, obviously. So not a total goodbye.
Yeah.
But yeah. The only thing it's really goodbye to is people effectively being able to treat others. We step into the madness of people forgetting it's not AGM for the first couple of attacks.
You get one bandage, I think. You got a packing bandage and a standard bandage for everybody. And then the medic's got to deal with the 4 bandages and everything else. Packing bandages are for bullet wounds.
I look like the
Standard
damn mummy
bandages are
after
for
every
everything
attack,
else.
so I'm screwed.
Oh, that reminds me. Ace had an update. You can now point fingers at people.
What, you
Should
mean
have saved that for
accusation?
the stoning one we did ages ago.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna do a 1 minute vid on it, Paters?
I don't know, do I make a video entirely
Yeah.
I think you
about
should.
how you can point at people?
Yes.
Alright. I'll do that. Paz's pointing vid. I'll have to put that video up before
Just
this comes
back
up,
it with a shakaroo macaroon.
Yeah.
Before we wrap this bit up, we'll head on to what our main topic was
I
going
want
to
to mention one more thing quickly, just so I can stick a link in here.
Go on then.
I put up a video of me and Aphex dicking around in the jets,
Seen that.
because I really want jets on the server as like a main mod. That way we can like build missions with a jet in it. That's all. You can go for it. That link will be in there. Spanny, you better look at it.
I've already seen it.
So for anyone who wants to have a look at any of the highlights of those last couple of attacks, there'll be links for 3 channels with videos on them. Give us some feedback, polite and gentle as always. Right, so a little while back, whilst we were nattering, possibly waiting for a server to load or afterwards, Spanny sort of suddenly said, I can't remember exactly, but he basically said there's 4 types of armor players that I've catalogued. Very scientific man is our Spanny. And we kind of went, oh, what's this? And he never elaborated. And so we hand the floor now to Spanny to tell us of his findings, and then we can tell him whether we think he's right or not.
You're like a doctor of journalism or something, that kind of science?
I've got a doctorate in English literature. Alright, so the armor player types. This is actually, again, isn't an original work of mine. This is actually based on old mate Dickie Bartle's work on player motivations that he did using old MUDs. If you remember what they are, if you're really old.
MUDs?
MUDs. I can't remember what it stands for.
Like
Hang on,
dirt
let me get the
and
wiki
water?
up. No, it was multiple. Anyway, we'll get to it. But basically, I was studying player motivations and what outcomes that led to. And the way they categorize these players is based purely on the motivations and not the outcome. Multi-user dimension. So that's what mod.
The Bartle test.
Yes. So in the original Bartle test, they had things called achievers, explorers, socializers, and killers. Now it's pretty.
I'm looking at this right now.
Yeah, it's pretty explanatory what they all mean. But I just took that and adapted it to Dharma specifically. And it, for me, if running the community, it helps me keep track of people and what they might like to be doing. You know, if we've got a group of mostly of socializers, I'll cater to that.
So got a group of walking missions.
Oh, well, yeah. Something where we can have those opportunities pop up.
Oh yeah, because like the 2TP would be the achiever thing.
Yeah.
Explore the map, I suppose.
Yeah.
Stuff. We're not exploring our sexualities.
Yeah.
Exploring the
map. I built
map.
a lot of the other frameworks we use based on this little system I've adapted. But is it worth running through each one?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, let's start with the achievers. The achiever is someone who wants to be the best, or in it to win it, or wants to get all the things. It's essentially there's a goal in the end that they want to reach.
I want all those TTP tags.
Yeah, so getting all the TTP tags, or getting the most kills, not that we keep track of that, or even if it's just this might sound bad, but kind of showing off in a way, like saying, yeah, I can fly, or yeah, I'm an elite
what about
sniper.
Trying to get MVP every week?
Ooh, that's hitting a bit close to home, Ash. I don't know
I'm
if
just
you want to go down there.
So it's conflicting because I like to achieve, but I'm also a socializer because I like
to
tell
I don't think
everybody that I
Paz
achieve.
is an achiever. I don't think that's him.
Sure.
No?
Sure.
I'm just saying that sometimes I think the only reason he socializes is to tell us how good he is. So.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I'm an achiever and a socializer, so
Yeah.
this thing doesn't work.
These 4 categories are.
What, for normal people?
Well, no, they go in. They're very simple. Like they're very surface level. You can break these up multiple times beyond just the 4 listed.
Oh, okay.
Not breaking it early, Paz. Just get there.
But if you, I don't really want to get into those sorts of levels. Beyond that, it gets a little vague and convoluted. I'm sure they have their places, but just not with our little group here. And there's the explorer, or I would call an experience seeker in armor. So someone who wants to see it all, try it all, get, even if it's just taking in the ambience of a battle, that kind of thing. If that's what gets what they get up in the morning for, that's probably an experience seeker. Then we got a socializer, which is here for your mates, the camaraderie thing. Of course, they're here to play, obviously, but the social aspect's pretty important to them, like throwing banter, that kind of thing. And probably find socializers being cornerstones, I guess, of a group, keeping it together. And then there's, I haven't actually thought of a name for this, but Bartle calls it killers. I would call it assholes. Now, in Bartle's work, killers weren't necessarily... They weren't inherently bad people, but
I'm looking at the expanded ones. You got the politician, which is explicit, or the griefer, which is implicit.
I'm not going into those details. But basically the way the killer worked in Bartle was someone who would pretty much a griefer. Like, that would, take joy in ruining fun. And I guess there's a place for them in all sorts of multiplayer games. Whether they're liked or not is up to everyone else. I'm not a particular fan in an armor setting. And I don't think we can really equate to a killer as just being a guy who enjoys TBT. I mean, I'm sure that's a point of it, but yeah. Those are the 4 categories.
And so by happenstance, we have 4 people. Did you select 4 people who would meet each of those categories? And if so, which of us is the asshole?
I like to think we don't have any
assholes.
I think
lie.
I'm not going to be explicit about who it is, but we did have someone in the group who was in that category. I think I'm not sure if we're going to be decisive in deciding who it was.
To name names, but we're
Let's
just
not name it.
Poke
But...
you and be like, if you say it, you're in trouble. You're gonna feel weird.
Maybe we'll censor it. I don't know. But,
I'm not gonna beep shit. I don't know how to edit videos.
But,
do you want some lessons?
Nah. I just click it together.
Laying it on strong there. But yeah, if you want to guess which one you are, I'll be happy to correct you.
Go on then, Paz.
I'm an achiever, but I'm a socializer because I like to tell people that I achieved. Why would you have me down as?
I had you as a socializer.
Alright.
I wouldn't say achieving is what motivates you specifically. I think you get more fun out of the social aspect, even if it is just throwing banter. A lot of this is going to sound really pretentious for me.
No, I enjoy it.
Yeah, me saying, I think it's going to be this and blah blah blah, like I know you all so well. These are all just surface guesses.
Spanny doesn't even sit in the TeamSpeak and talk to us.
No, I don't like you all that much.
You have a life?
I just
builds himself a golden throne he sits in and plays in.
Yeah, I look from above.
Yeah.
Look at those ants.
Well, I reckon...
Love me.
Given
Love
what
me.
you said there, I'm guessing I'd get put into the Explorer, given my propensity for sitting under bushes and just watching things for hours.
What
Hey,
does propensity mean?
well done. That was exactly what I had you as.
Yeah.
Fraser, any guesses?
Yeah, not that I can really put my finger on. I like to achieve, but I'm not really a big socializer. In my view, anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna have you as a experience seeker, actually.
Right.
Yeah, actually, kind of think about it. You're one of those ones I was pretty vague on.
Yeah.
Like, bit of an enigma. I couldn't really.
Like in real life, I'm a jack of all trades, master of
none. So mysterious.
Like, I know I'm definitely not a killer because I hate playing TVTs.
Yes,
like, I will not play them, and I know Az has mentioned before he doesn't enjoy them. I have an ingrained hate for TVT and I just won't play it, or like I'll walk with everybody else and usually just die because I'm not bothered to play it.
Really? Normally when I played TVT type stuff, I'm one of the first to die because I'm pretty useless.
What about
I always freak out whenever I play
role-play?
TVT.
Where you get that like rush.
I don't know about that. I just get, I don't know, really tense.
Yeah, so I get the rush, but I just don't like it. Like when
What
I
do
was
you
playing Call of Duty and you're playing with other people like that you don't know, that's perfectly fine. I don't like versing people that I know on the other team. Like sure, if it's physical sports, perfectly fine because you're hitting your friends and that's funny as fuck. But like when you're playing a game and you're like, "Ha, my dick is bigger than yours because I killed you in armor," it's just really, really empty and not fun for me at least.
Yeah. That's not saying anything about the actual community.
Or the size of my dick.
Of course, we're not going to speculate on that. But, King of the Hill is purely PvP,
That's
I think.
another link.
What, your dick?
What?
No, not that.
Okay.
Thing after.
That's, purely PvP, if I last remember it, but, if I recall, on the Reddit, people were associated with being the, better game modes, as opposed to...
Yeah, but King of the Hill doesn't feel like TVT because you're versing just random people.
Yeah.
Like your mates aren't on the other team, so you feel fine playing it.
Very much, cooperative.
What if it wasn't
This-
your mate? What if it
Oh.
was between us and Passport Dingo or whoever?
Or
I see,
ACOP,
I'm
or
alright
something
playing
like
those
that.
sorts of TVTs. Like when
Yeah.
we're versing another community, I feel okay because I still don't really know the other people that well. Like I'm not gonna have to talk to them for the next week about how we killed each other.
Like when I ambushed you with the, ACOP guys.
Yeah. Or somebody shouted chocolate and we threw a grenade over the wall. I'll put that link in there.
I think Ash has a pretty good video, now that we're tuning our horns, of a standoff between me and I think it might have been Lungs or Deck from
I think it
ACOP.
was lungs.
So that was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, just, I won't spoil it, but, it was pretty funny to watch again.
I'll get
That
that
was
video
good.
off Ursh when I get a chance
But
later on.
yeah. Actually, now that we're talking about that, ACOP has a really interesting way of doing TVT.
Yes.
Yeah, we're kind of getting...
It's not TVT, it's
Yeah,
co-op.
there's a lot of roleplay involved.
Yeah, they're a good role playing group. What ApeCop does, like if Spanny's alright with me saying it, unless
Yep.
this is your story,
No,
they
go for
play the AI, but they play it in such a way that you enjoy being the like attacking team. So they'll fire in your general direction, but they know not to kill you. But it feels like you're like fighting AI. It's more of like you're playing armor with a smarter type of AI, and you enjoy it more because you're not just dying because of some bullshit shot that's gonna cross. Sorry,
I also
gone
think
across the map.
got a lot to do with they're not there to like sling shit at you afterwards. It was more like, yeah, we totally played the role. How good
Yeah.
were we playing the role, right?
Yeah, they play the role. It's not about them killing you. It's about the they play more as you did well against our team.
Although they will punish you if you're stupid,
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, I
just
think-
given.
which is
If you-
perfectly acceptable.
yeah, if
Out of
you
a
run
team
in
of
the open, I'll
12, we
shoot
might have
down.
only had 3 of us left after finally clearing out their position.
But like they drew us in, like as if they had some sort of like sense to them. Like the AI won't really do that. They'll kind of come to you, especially our AI. They seek you out.
Or if one of us is Zeusing it.
Yeah. Oh no, but you shouldn't have to do that. Otherwise, it feels too, I guess, artificial.
Yeah, I guess when I Zeus, or remote controller AI, I'm not there to kill you, I'm there to scare you, right?
Yeah,
That's-
but like you look for things when you're doing that, whereas it just feels really artificial when somebody's Zeusing it around. Like you know when something's been moved or something's been spawned or something's been changed.
Well, we had an issue tonight where I accidentally moved a slammer into a vehicle. Not a vehicle, a building. So
And
yeah,
that
I can see
exploded, yeah.
the merits of your argument there. I was as surprised as you were.
Yeah, like even with Pope's mission, when we were sniping on that mission, and the AI came up the hill and killed us, I was like, what? The AI came up for 2 snipers that had been sitting there pretty much silent for most of the game. And I was chatting to Pope later, he like moved them with the MCC. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like knew that somebody moved them because it just didn't seem right.
Yeah. This is me coming from some experience on that, using Zeus and all that. Pope, no fault of his, an actually pretty green mission maker. So that's something I think everyone has to learn when it comes to playing the enemy. You know, you're not there. You want them to win, right? When you make a mission. You just got to make it tough.
Wait, you want who to win?
Like, if you make a mission
Yeah, Paz.
for a group and for your group, I think inherently you should want them to win, right?
Yeah.
Or at least
Challenging at the same time.
I must admit, I like a mission where the attacking team knows when they're beat and they have to turn around and like cut their losses, sort of thing. Like everybody, I don't know why everybody always has this idea of we need to kill every single person on the way to the objective. Like, I mean, leave nothing left. Like, kill everything and steal their clothes and, you know, shoot all the rabbits. Like, just completely turn the landscape barren. Everything must die for us.
every wristwatches you got.
Like, every convoy mission we've had, we've killed everything. It's not about getting the convoy from one side of the map to the other. It's about completely destroying every
And I think
single
you
thing that
can-
moves.
Nail that down to green mission making.
Yeah, I suppose.
I've
Like,
already made the
we-
mistakes I need to make.
Well,
They
like, we
just need
built
to
a
do
good
that.
mission because we actually had to retreat.
But
And I
it comes
wasn't there
down
to-
to something about personality types with that, in that, you know, not everybody sees the game for that. You know, I'm quite happy being told to sit underneath a bush and just not shoot things.
Yes, thank you, Ash, for bringing this relevant again. Those people
was
that probably
subtle
want to
until
go
you
in
told
and
us
kill
that.
everything might be what we call an achiever, or a...
Ah,
See what I did?
yeah. Wait, wouldn't
Yes.
they be a killer if they want to go in and kill everything?
Killer's more like a griefer.
Ah, okay. Ah, killer's a bad thing.
Mm,
Sort of.
you
like-
need, I think, in the paper, I think he said, you need them in big, like, MMOs and stuff. Like, you need something for socializers to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
where the
it's-
killers come in.
I'm not gonna expand anymore, like you said.
But,
yeah, like, I think we need more
closed
missions
group, like
where
armor.
where we get
Yeah.
used to that you can't always win. Because it just seems like every single mission, like, let's kill everything because that's just what we're used to. Like, even today's mission, we spent like a good 20 minutes just throwing all the RPGs we could at that Scorcher. And like, I don't like, everybody wasn't too bothered because they were just watching explosions go off. But there comes to a point where I go, alright, yeah, we can't destroy it, let's move on.
Some of the missions I remember the most are the ones that, you know, where stuff went wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't breezy easy.
So like,
Like,
oh, you go.
the OP Sneaky Melon one we did.
Yeah.
Nice
Sneaky
one.
Melon, that was a really good one because we managed to get out of that one.
Yeah,
My
that's
one,
good.
the last campaign mission, that one was like a shit fest, pulling everybody out of that one. Actually, Ursh has video on that, so that'll go in the link.
Yeah.
And then,
Hope's moment of glory.
what was the Rick's one? Rick's one, we got 2 people out. I don't really count that as getting people out when everybody dies.
Yeah, it did.
Not-
It didn't
it-
feel super
It
super
doesn't
great.
feel like you've saved anybody. It just feels like, you know, we've got an
No
extra
offense,
half an
Oceanaza.
hour.
We
It was
value
like
you
the-
deeply.
It was like the second half of Sneaky Melon, when we came with the chopper and picked you guys up a second time. That was a little bit boring in my opinion from the excavation perspective.
Hang on, the second time.
Like, remember how we got out of the operation point on top of the hill?
Yep.
And we landed the chopper to treat someone, and we got like in the shit. And then we
Yep.
somebody drove a truck all the way there. We took a helicopter as well. Like, that second part of that mission was, I don't know, just really boring because I was sitting in the chopper, like watching this truck do 20 minutes of driving to get to the place.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
That might have been something to do with command.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they just wanted to be extra careful.
More missions where we fail.
Yeah, from the infantry perspective, that was a lot of fun, for me at least. Having only 3 people left. Anyway, we're getting a bit
Diverging.
masturbatory here. I love that word.
What?
Let's move on.
Did you
Strangely.
say that again?
Masturbatory.
Is it what I think it means?
It is exactly what you think it is, just in a more,
What fancy
I guess,
way of
sophisticated
saying it?
sense.
What? I'm masturbating.
Does toot your own horn
like-
not meat jerk off?
Anyway.
Right.
Alright.
What were we talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's, we got 10 minutes left, so
But we've gone over people who are achievers. And I think we kind of agreed that we don't particularly like the concept of having your killer griefer, and fortunately, BTAC's lucky in that we don't really have any of those. Your last 2 are explorers. and I think I fall into that. And I think for me, it's I love having a go at everything in it, and Arma's a very pretty game. I know it's a lot of people being blown up, and seeing it in its emergent state can also be very, very cool. And as you said, when things go wrong, just things happen in it that won't happen in any other game. I'm quite happy watching it. It's part of the reason why I enjoy making the videos, is to sort of capture a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's another good aspect. Your videos cover something completely different to what mine cover. Like, I only look at the social bits.
Yeah, that's probably more of a reflection of our personalities.
Ooh, who called it? Who called it?
What's that?
Who called it?
What
It's
do you
me.
mean?
I called it.
What?
And then I got your types right, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and you see
Good on-
explorers
good
and
on you,
people like
Spanny,
in
like,
roles they pick.
You want
Like Pope's definitely an explorer because he always takes all the fun shit. Like if he has the choice of being no discredit to Pope. I mean, he's just being honest. When it comes to being the gunner or the driver, he'll say, "I'm going to be the gunner," right? Because we all know that's more fun than driving out of a letterbox.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, I fall into that, and if it's there, it's like, well, I've done gunning. I'm going to go driver. Yeah, it's 40 minutes staring out of a letterbox, but I haven't done it, and I haven't driven one of those before.
Yeah, but you put the radio on and you enjoy the shit out of that. You have to do all the like comms.
Yeah.
I usually enjoy the driver because you got less pressure. It's more of just squish somebody every now and then if the gunner misses him.
Yeah, I've found strange little niches for myself, just because. Yeah, let's be honest. When the last position to be filled is going to be driver of IFV, no one usually puts their hand up. It's like, I'll do that, and I've had damn good fun doing it. Like,
Can I hit you with this, Ash?
Yes.
So there are
Like-
groups that you can join, like it's a job application. We need a dedicated driver. We need a dedicated rifleman, and you're going to be that for a long time.
Yep.
Does that sort of appeal to you? Because I'm not so sure it does.
Oh, it does to me.
How much variance?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've only just seen the ads.
If you said to me, 50% of the missions you're going to be in, you have to be driver of an IFV or a tank, but they were a big enough group so that they actually had reasonable tank ops, I'd be like, yeah, all right. I'd want a bit of variety in there, but I could do it.
I guess everyone likes their own little cubbyhole
Yeah,
of
that appealed to me
expertise.
because you'd know everything about that role.
Yeah,
Like if
so
they're looking
like,
for a dedicated medic, that's like me written all over.
yeah, and for me, like being a transport or a logistics type guy, is I'd be more than happy doing that than shooting guns at the enemy all the time.
Yeah, that's the social bit. Like me and Aphex, we'll sit down, and we'll chat, and we'll do our job when we're called for.
I don't think I could do that. I need that variety.
You gotta be like running about,
Yeah.
doing all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff.
Yeah, see, I suck at killing, so I tend to die a lot.
So what? You're gonna be the Spanny? You be the guy that's got the machine gun, but he'll pick up the AT.
Gotta
doing that a lot
try it all,
recently. I've been pulling the AT out of trucks and using that.
The last time I did that, I got burned for it.
Yeah, I got
So-
burnt a little bit using one.
So Paz and I are taking care of them. What do you think, Azza, in terms of where you sit on the spectrum?
I think
Yeah,
he's an
look-
experience seeker.
Yeah, experience seeker. But like I was saying, I'm probably a bit more of a spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not.
can't really put it down to
Yeah.
anything.
You're the tricky one.
I
Nice.
reckon we do this for all our guests.
Yeah.
We do the quick,
Profile them.
Yeah.
You get a quick profiling.
Oh, actually, profile is a good link, because something which we are starting to do for all of our members is our silly little BTAC profiles. The last one, I think, was used on the
Yeah, they'll be
background
on
for
the podcast for the background if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're a
Yes.
SoundCloud guy, you can always, see the YouTube. Have
Yep.
you got one done for Azza? Because I'll put that up.
I do not currently have one done for Azza.
That's
Um,
okay.
Need some photos.
Need to get some photos of it.
Well, we'll get one for Azza.
I have to make one. Azza will be back, I have no doubt. A
One
couple
day.
of topics lined up for Azza. But any of the BTAC guys out there who have not had one made, and there's many of you, please just send us a link to your preferred kit out, you can do in virtual armory. And if you have any requests for any particular text or a scene, let us know and we'll mash it up together. And then we'll probably put something slightly insulting about you in there as well.
Yeah.
And that'll get turned into a little bit of a backdrop.
I really love Kurtz. I don't know.
Yeah, Kurtz is perfect. If you don't know what Kurtz is, you got to watch the last podcast.
Telescopic sight and everything. It's
Yeah.
just
You make you all excited. You got to go watch it. And not only that, but that picture was basically Kurt all over for the ACOP's first mission. That was all he spoke about. Like the entire mission, me and Kurt are just laughing the whole time.
Yep.
It's a tease. You got to go watch it.
Well, now we're talking about that, we should probably move on to admin stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Alright, we actually have a letter. It is from
You should do the letter
Has
at the
Rules.
start.
Can we have jets, please?
Is that from Apex?
It's from you.
What do you mean it's from me? I didn't write that letter.
Because you keep bitching to me about, we need jets. Hey, look at this mod.
It's a good mod. I didn't even fucking write
I'm
that
not doubting you. Just telling you we can't really.
They got aircraft carriers too. Look, can we have those?
Oh, if we're going to have planes, we need somewhere to land them, so yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There's an aircraft carrier mod that comes with the jets.
Spanny,
That's like a
there's a
tail
role
hook.
I haven't actually tried yet, and that's those guys who stand with little buttons on an aircraft carrier directing. Can we get the mods for those as well?
See, I've never thought armor could like handle
You
a
are a
boat.
hero for authenticity.
If you had a boat, you need like 400 people on it. Like should be the cook or some shit like that.
Oh, sweet. I could do a fabulous
I'd be
jambalaya.
the guy in the laundry that's like doing people's fucking like bunk beds and stuff. Like, damn, I wish I had a role on the flight deck.
All
I'll
we're
just be
talking about
the dude
is
with
the
the
Sims
hose.
mod for
Because every time
armor.
I see a picture of a boat, like a warboat, whatever, there's always some dude with a hose, and I can't really explain
What,
why
like
he has a
washing
hose.
off the barnacles.
Yeah, I want to be that guy.
God, it's taken. You could like, you'd have to get all the armor communities together just to get one of these boats running.
There is actually a very interesting mod which we could put on for a laugh one day.
And what,
Perhaps
you
as
gotta
April Fools. Oh, that's
You've got
ruined
to
now.
scroll through like 300 seats.
No, there was a fishing simulator.
Oh, that'd be alright. I reckon armor would be perfect to put hunting and fishing in. Like, just as a pastime. Like, not as a, like, a dedicated mod, but just as an extra thing you can do.
In the Armor 2 Armory, that was a little challenge you could do with the weapons.
Yeah?
Hunt this many animals, and each one's a point or something.
Ah. But yeah, I'd love it to just have hunting or, like, fishing. Think, if you carry a fishing pole and you can freaking just fish because you're, like, guarding the beach for whatever shit reason.
They could
Or like
they could
a-
make
or a
like a
lake.
mod of that where there was that element, but perhaps it was thrown into the backdrop of, say, a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Something. What was it called?
Something small.
Anyway.
Yeah. Don't think it
Yeah.
ever took off.
Moving on.
No.
All right. So apart from those mods, and obviously the constant desire for jets, and one day we'll get there.
We'll get
One
there.
day.
If
One
we
day.
hit 30 people, we're definitely getting jets. Spanny doesn't get a say in it.
They're join up.
So the server's been updated to the latest update.
Well,
Obviously.
sort of. It's
Sort
been
of.
updated, but Ace has been updated, so point fingers at people.
Okay.
Do we even talk about that?
So we need
Yeah,
to
we did.
actually
Yeah,
say.
we did.
So we've got now a second server that's available. For those who don't know, I believe.
I think it's running Ace, both Euro chess mods, and a map called Kunduz.
Yeah, it's
By the
got some-
guys who made Project Reality. I think they're
Yeah.
doing a game called The Squad now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure. It's got some funny stuff on it. I helped Pseudo put it together. He did
Well,
most of the work. I did the bug fixing.
How do we search for that one?
Just search Borderline, and it'll be a little bit different to our one. I'm not sure what the exact name of it is.
Okay, nope.
Just pub server number 2, I believe.
Yeah,
Ace3.
something like
Right.
that.
And we are, as we've mentioned earlier, we're leaving AGM behind, and we're going to Ace. As of by the time you probably hear this, Hack and Beyond will be Ace driven.
Yep.
So, are there any other additions that we will be needing the guys to get?
Yes. You're going to need Melb, which is a helicopter pack. These mods, I'm not going to put in the description of the video. Actually, fuck it, I might as well, Mods. Anyway, yeah, so you're going to need Ace Melb, which I think is 4 helicopters.
MELB.
Yes. There will be links. With Melb, the helicopters are quite nice. One thing I don't like about them is they're really I don't know how to mention it, but one has a GAU 9 on it and a chunky ass Hydra. The other one has 2 miniguns and a pair of, I don't think they're Hydras, they're like DAR rockets. One's got skids to sit on, and the other one's just a plain helicopter.
Yeah, the sights are off too.
Yeah, it doesn't have much, like, I don't know. In armor, you got like one gun that has 7 different varieties of attachments for it. It just feels that like some of the helicopters should be kitted a little bit different, but they work nice, so I'm not going to complain too much. And the other one you need is Late's Op4.
Oh,
And that one works on the... it works as part of RHS.
RHS is a dependent.
more.
Yep.
I'll put RHS in there just so people know what we're talking about. But yeah, RHS has different factions, and Late's Op4 adds a couple more factions and some vehicle skins.
I think a
Some of the
couple's a bit of an understatement.
Yeah, there's quite a few. So, with the framework, I didn't put any of the Late's Op4 skins in there, but if you're a mission maker, you're free to do so.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in the framework now we've got America, Russia, Guerrillas, which have got like the old AK weapons. I can always kit... Actually, did I kit them out in PMC stuff? PMC is part of Late's Op4, but I can't remember.
I'm looking forward to PMC.
Yeah, PMC will be fun. Me and Fireman used to get it going. We did like a good PMC run quite a while back. I actually found my Google Drive, because I've never used it before, and it had all the PMC prices of all the weapons that me and Fireman like went through. I threw that out. And the other one, what was the other one? The AAF are kitted as something. Can't remember.
Anyway, we should probably
what was it?
There's a
Go on,
couple
move
of
on.
other mods in there. There's an AI mod I think we've got to get.
Spanish
ASR AI.
Yep.
It's
That's
not. It's only required for the server, but
Yeah.
might as well get it.
Take it out of the mod pack. That way it's only on the server.
And we're still going to be using either ShackTac or, for those who haven't tested it yet, I recommend having a go at Blue HUD.
I
Yep.
only use Blue HUD. Blue HUD is best HUD.
Blue HUD is the way forward. Please worship at the temple of Blue HUD.
Yes.
I don't know. I like having my radial map and all that.
But that's
Well, you
fine,
can use a
Spanny.
radial map.
You,
You just
you're
gotta change
entitled
the
to be
setting.
wrong, but
No,
Yeah.
I like having to bring up the compass every time.
It has that optimization. You can turn on the compass, you can make it radial. The only thing Blue HUD doesn't do is show the names of your teammates, so you actually need to learn people's names.
I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that?
I don't
worst
know.
case scenario is you just go, oi you, in aviators, oi you, in green glasses. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
What if we get
Hey,
super
yeah,
big
probably
like I'm
get-
expecting us to, and we're super popular? I'll be an internet celebrity. Don't
Everyone
you know
will
who I
know
am?
who you are, because it'll just
And
be,
they'll
oi
just say,
you, the
"Oh,
hipster with
random
the
new
gun."
guy who I don't know whose name is."
Spanny is speaking, everybody listen. Alright.
Yeah, I've said my piece. I'll be a F-list celebrity, I guess.
Alright. TTPs, we took a break from that this week, but I think we're going to be back on it next week.
Yeah, we gotta teach Ace to people.
Brilliant.
That'll be
Is that
fun.
via your videos, or are we actually going to do something?
I'm not gonna do that to you again.
Okay. fair enough.
I was kind of like, yeah, it'd be a great idea. I made all these really informative videos. I'll just make the guys watch that. And then I was like watching it with them, and I'm thinking like, fuck, these are boring.
Hey, no, that's one of our bigger points of marketing. They're actually really good.
They are really good.
Yeah.
So I think
Watch them now, beat the rush.
that's about it. I mean, I'd like you to remember that if you want to get in touch with us, you can do. Either drop in at the forum or send us an email. If you haven't worked out what that email is by yet, you haven't been paying attention.
Can we do emails at the start? So that way whoever's like hoping to get their email read next week would be like right at the start.
There you go. If they want that to happen, they can send us an email telling us that they want that to happen.
Oh yeah, easy. Alright, your email will be
Yeah.
read right at the end.
Also, if you want to correct us on anything, feel free. Like especially if you're in one of those groups that has like set roles, I'd really like to hear a lot about that.
I jumped on... Oh, what TeamSpeak did I jump onto? Somebody sent me a message for one of the Ace videos, and I took a look at their TeamSpeak, and their one's like laid out where they have a barracks, and they have a section, and the section has that, like, the name of the person who runs it. So you pretty much only play with the same people every single time.
And you better hope you like everyone.
Yeah, it's like a real milsim sort of thing. Yeah, but it's not about liking people. It's about you're playing this because it's a milsim. If you don't like someone, too bad. They're in your section.
Plus, the more you get to know your team, the more you can work as a team.
Yeah, like if you're the machine gunner, you play the machine gunner, so you know every single like possible bug and how to use your weapon. Like you know how to change out a barrel, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas
Hope you
like
know anyway.
the way we play is one person knows kind of how everything works, or a few people, and somebody will be like, oh shit, how do I use a radio? And everybody
That's what I was
else
hoping the
yeah.
TTPs would fix.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it
Mostly
sort of does.
has.
Like we did my mission again with the tank, and like it's the worst tank driving I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna pick out who the driver was, but just there's no communication between like the two vehicles.
I don't think they did heavy armor.
I thought we did.
No, I don't think they did specifically.
No, I'm pretty sure they did, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So we'd just like to remind you that in the description or somewhere there will be a whole list of links. Go and check out Paz and Az's YouTube channels. They put lots of stuff up.
I'm only just starting anyway.
Yes, but Az has got the hunger. Having invested, and I think we'll have to pull him back one day to have a little chat about video making, perhaps.
Oh yeah, what tea are you drinking? So I got the name of the podcast.
I have a Lamington flavoured tea today.
Oh no! Now they know where we get the name from.
Oh,
Lamington.
No one will ever question your patriotism, Ish.
No. I mean, I sound more and more Australian every week for a start.
That's
I
scary.
can notice it.
Yeah.
What?
Alright. Anything else? Because I got to do some bromination of cholesterol tomorrow morning.
We just have to say what we're going to have a little chat about next time. And I think we were going to grab Azza back, actually. Assuming he's enjoyed his little trip here.
I don't
Sure,
know.
why not?
I'm reading
I'll give
Stress
someone
of
else to go
Command,
if they want. But
and the moment I read Stress of Command, I just really want to get Hopster in.
Well, we were going to do realism.
That's good. That's good.
And then we can do Stress of Command and get Hopstar in possibly the week after that.
Yeah, because there's some excellent videos. You're gonna have to go find them yourself of Hopster, where he really demonstrates the stress of command. And yes, yeah.
What he's doing is right. He just
he does
his
it so
composure.
well. His composure's horrible.
He's selling it. Yeah.
he freaks out. It's lovely. He's playing the game like it should be played.
Yeah. To be fair, he did get the highest score in any in both the FTL and section.
so
Wait, you gave us scores?
Hang on.
Well, I just
What?
thought he did the best, to be honest.
No, you gave him a score, didn't you?
What do you mean? I had to run the dev one. Like, we're still figuring out how to do FTL when I was running it.
Yeah.
So these,
No,
are,
I was just the most impressed. How about that?
Kinda
these
hurt
are
now.
every 2 weeks, are they?
Podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want them every week, email the shit out of Spanny.
Yeah. I won't be able to do next week, so you might have to go to the
That's
Stress
right.
of Command.
They're every 2 weeks unless we get a really disgruntled email.
Yep.
Kind of like the way a Tool fan messages a radio station.
All
Tool
right.
fans will get that.
Well, I think that's a wrap then, gentlemen.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Azza. Coming along.
No, thanks for having me.
Come on. Who's going to say the funny remark?
Monkeys.
Listen to Tool.
Get drunk and buy a gun.
Don't shoot lions with it.